Alright, so for those of you just tuning in, we're about to do some 4v4 MegaRandom between me and the viewers. This match, I will be playing as the Japanese, and of course this is going to be a quote-unquote inexperienced player match, so it's going to be a very casual style game. I've got a bunch of players in here, which as you can tell, are significantly lower rated than me, and really, they're new to the game, they're kind of struggling with, grasping, the more advanced concepts of the game, so this is going to be a more casual match, and I'm going to be playing in this, but I'm going to be handicapping myself. So I'm going to be handicapping myself to only one town center, but I'll allow myself to build an additional one 30 minutes in, and, I can adjust these rules on the fly, of course, if the teams appear to be heavily stacked against me. Because previously, when I wasn't very, liberal about allowing myself an extra town center, I would always get crushed in the late game, even though I was doing so well early on, so we're going to balance it out. And of course, in this particular match, I'm going to be playing as the Japanese because that's what everybody wanted me to do. That's what everybody voted for in the Twitch TV chat. And I'm going to be giving a little bit of a Civ overview during this particular match, since I'm not going to be really focused on my my specific play. I'm going to be more focused on explaining the Japanese to you guys as a Civ, their strengths, weaknesses, and the, I guess, ideal sort of army comps with them. So I'll be going over the Japanese a little bit throughout the early game, so without further ado, let us jump right in. Well, thank you, Trundlebots, and hello, Sly Crossfox. Okay, so it looks like we've started with 1 billion extra villagers on this particular MegaRandom. For those of you who don't know, MegaRandom, and I start with the blacksmith. That's fantastic. On MegaRandom, anything is possible, of course, and in this particular match, I started with what appears to be 7 villagers and a blacksmith, so that just happens. Alright, so let's talk about the Japanese for a little bit. Well, actually, let me get my sheep first, assuming I have sheep. Please tell me that I have more than just these deer, right? And these forage bushes, please tell me I got sheep, right? As soon as I get my economic foundation rolling, we can, talk about the Japs a little bit, but, Rez needs to go find his resources, as the game is, of course, lagging quite hardcore. Brief disclaimer though, it goes without saying that this match is, again, a casual match. Oh, llamas. This is a casual match, so I'm not going to be playing particularly try-hard, so if you're looking to watch a little more, I guess, of a serious, higher skill caliber game, this is probably not one that you'll see, although these matches do tend to be fun and entertaining regardless. It's just if you're looking for, the Viper level plays, you're not going to find them in this particular match, so just a word of warning, I suppose. Regardless, though, these matches do tend to be rather interesting, and hopefully you guys learn something from them. That is the point. Okay, so we got some llamas here. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so let's go look at the, what do the Japs have exactly? Well, I mean, their most important bonus, I like to think, is their mills, lumber camps, and mining camps cost 50% less. Their infantry attack faster, their fishing ships have more health, they have more armor, and they harvest fish quicker, as well as build fish traps faster. They've got these unique technologies: Yusama, towers shoot extra arrows, Cataperuto, trebuchets fire and pack faster, and their galleys have more line of sight. Their unique unit is, of course, the good old Samurai, which is a really, really crazy infantry unit with a attack bonus versus unique units. It's gonna get a million boars and no actual other llamas or anything like that. That's unfortunate. We'll roll with it. I already have looms, so I can just get this boar pretty quickly. So anyway, yeah, the Japanese are definitely an infantry civ, and you don't see them too often in, I guess, like pro matches, because pro games really do happen to favor the mobile civs on maps like Arabia. Mobility is what really matters, and really strong eco bonuses, and sure, having your resource drop-off buildings cost 50% less is nice and all. It's not as strong as, say, cavalry archers cost, I think, what is it, like 35% less or something like that for the Huns. The Huns have it made, guys, and the Mayans have really good eco bonus as well as plumed archers, which are essentially cavalry archers without the weaknesses of cavalry, so that's pretty swell. You see the Mongols a lot in Arabia because, the Mongols have a really, really strong hunting bonus, as well as, the Mangadai are pretty ridiculous too, so the Mongols have it made, but the Japanese are very, very interesting civ. I mean, I'm a huge fan of them, honestly. I think they're really, really fun civ to play. What I like to do is they've got pretty good, a pretty good eco, and they're really, really good on water maps. I think that's where they excel, but I personally like to, try and, go for, like, maybe knights or something in the Castle Age, and then try and work my way up to the Imperial Age, in which I will go for, like, hand cannoneers, because they get those, with a combination of, like, halberdiers, skirmishers, and, like, trebuchets. It's a very, very nice army comp, because I always like my gunpowder and trash units and siege weapons. That is my go-to army composition. It's pretty solid. Of course, the Japanese, honestly, I don't think they were particularly great until the Forgotten Empires came around. Because now they get bloodlines, which is really, really good, because they previously didn't, and that meant that their mounted units were really not great. And they have exceptionally strong cavalry archers, but they never really got to utilize them as a civ because of their serious lack of bloodlines. So that's a really, really big improvement to them, and now their cavalry archers are definitely a decent choice. But that also means that their access to light cavalry is actually pretty solid, so I really like to go like halberdiers, skirmishers, hand cannoneers, and trebuchets. It's pretty solid. Their siege line is also pretty good. The Japanese are pretty well rounded, but they don't really have a very good stable. They do in the Forgotten. It's actually more usable, but their real strength is on the sea because their fishing ships are super bulky and their galleys have an extra line of sight. As well as their fishing ships just work faster, so it gives them a pretty good advantage. If you get some fishing ships out on a water map, they can really start getting ahead of their opponents because they're gathering food much quicker, definitely. Whereas what happens if two players build a wonder at the same exact time and the counter reaches 0? They can't really be built at exactly the same time. I've never seen that actually happen, and I don't think that can happen. One player will win, the one who built it, who finished constructing it slightly sooner. But I have no idea how that would work out. I mean, I've actually, there was this one match where, our wonder got destroyed, at 0 years left on the counter, but we still won anyway. I'm assuming due to lag or something like that, but that actually happened once, in a match that I did with my friends. If you guys have any specific questions about the Japanese or just Aoe2 in general, feel free to ask me, because I've got plenty of time to chit-chat in the early game, because the goal, guys, is to maim, not to kill in this particular match. I'm not trying to destroy these guys outright, I'm trying to give them a good match, so. Now, the Japanese have a pretty solid flush, because, spending 50 less wood and food, 50 less wood on all their resource drop-off points does make a pretty big difference early game. I mean, you get to save maybe like 100 or so. 150-ish wood early game, and then you can they're definitely a good drushing civ, so you can drush with them, you can flush with them. Their castle age is okay. Crossbowmen are really, really a nice thing on them, and they've got a pretty nice, solid, wide variety of units. I don't really make samurais too often, mostly because they just get killed by gunpowder, but what I like, though, about the Japanese is that they have incredibly strong trash units. The Japanese have access, their halberdiers attack faster, and that really does make a big difference. When you consider, not having any gold at all, it's not a bad idea to have no gold on the Japanese. It tends to work out. Drush can be used in team games, definitely, dibba-dooba-dab, but, it's definitely riskier because it does slow down your feudal age as well as your castle age a little bit. But no, drushing is used in team games. Why don't I enjoy playing Aoe3 very much? It's not that I don't enjoy it, it's that I like Aoe2 a little bit more. I feel like, Aoe3 is a good game, and I do play it from time to time, but I've never really been, I guess, very good at it. Because, I'm not very familiar with the game. I've never really played it seriously, nor have I seen really any competitive Aoe3 videos at all in my time, but what I like about Aoe2, and what makes it such a fun game for me, is that the game has so much freedom, and I think that's the problem with modern RTS games, is that there's too many rules. In Aoe2, if you want to delete your town center and then build it next to the opponent, by all means, you can do that. They let you do that, but in other RTS games, no, you can't. Aoe3 likes to tell me where I can and can't build, and they don't let you, build buildings too close to your opponent and whatnot. It's all shenanigans. I really like to be able to build wherever I want and do whatever I want. It's the silly things that I like about Aoe2. And StarCraft 2 tells me I have to build my assimilators, for Vespene gas. I can only build them on Vespene gas deposits rather than just wherever I want. If I want to build 1 million of those, I should be able to build 1 million of those. But they don't let me do that. I also think that the economy aspect in Aoe3 isn't as involved as it is in Aoe2. I really think that, modern RTS games have shifted too far away from the eco aspect, and what I really like in Aoe2 is that we have the, we can build, a crazy, crazy complicated economy. There are 4 different resources here. Population is really hard to manage as well. We've got, you know, the market trading and everything. There's relics. Like, the eco aspect is like half of this game in base building, whereas like StarCraft 2 is like, you know, 90% military and, you know, micro. Wait, is this like Mediterranean? Is there a body of water in the center that I'm not aware of? Interesting, interesting, interesting. I haven't really played much of the Stronghold series as Eric Elliott. I don't know, I usually get wheelbarrow before like 40 to 50 villagers, Sandman, but I mean, I guess that... I mean, it depends, you know, like sometimes I delay my my wheelbarrow because I can't afford it. Because I'm making too many... Wait, is there no gold? Where's my gold mine? Oh my. Please tell me that's not my only gold. That would make me very sad. The gold all the way over there, I mean, that's a gold mine, right? I kind of need some gold. But yeah, I'm gonna go for the world's lamest drush, I guess. To try and attack somebody, play some pressure on them. Wow, that's some serious delay. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, hey, Alarin. Get a critical hit? I'm trying, man. Right, yeah, I do what Alarin does, which is, you get wheelbarrow when you're housed. Well, actually, Town Watch is something you should get when you're housed. All planned, of course. I get strategically housed. When do you get wheelbarrow as the Vikings? I'm not going for fast castlage because I see no reason to. I can't build extra TCs anyway, so why bother? However, it's time to do the world's shittiest rush, guys. It's all about poking. I'm here to give these guys a fun match, not kill them. So, why am I going at them with militia and spearmen? For shits and giggles, no serious reason. Like, this won't actually do anything to them. Well, but if it does, then that's a success. I'll roll with it. Do monks get a healing bonus downhill? I'm pretty sure they don't. That would be funny, though. Okay, I do have a gold over there. Thank you, Town Watch. Best technology in the game. Speaking of that, I'll get some tracking. Oh, we'll get +1 and +2 on my, we'll get the forging and the scale mail armor for my infantry. This is going to be one scary rush, guys. Here they come. Here they come. I actually, I modded the monks in my original copy of Aoe2 so that they shoot really, really long-range fireballs. I turned them into, and they have like an attack bonus versus buildings and stuff like that. I had a lot of fun with that one. Yeah, the free-for-all King of the Hill matches are really fun, definitely. Hello, Dan Clark. And yeah, Vanlo's right. Alright, here comes the world's shittiest rush. This is Mediterranean though, right? Like, sort of, so maybe I should build a dock. Ooh, that's a really good castle age time, Pete. I mean, sure, we start with extra vills, but still, solid castle age time. Alright, Penguino, are you ready to die? Who's ready for militia and spearmen? Get him! Get him! Ooh, kill him! I'm 82 years old, yeah. Oh, are we gonna get this Vill? Oh, come on, tell me this. Tell me with a straight face that this rush was not worth it. Can't do it, can ya? This is the new meta, guys. Wow, you see this delay? I clicked those Vills. I clicked to make Vills. Easily 13 years ago. Am I gonna get this guy? Oh, you better not get away. Ah, it's not worth it, dude. We're too slow. We're too slow. But his gold line. This is mine. I demand a tribute, and then I will back off. Ooh, kill him! Maybe I should get a market. Oh, look at this damage. This eco damage. Oh, it's too real. This is actually kind of paying off, as fun as that is. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're doing damage. We're actually doing damage. It's pretty crazy. So that's what's fun about these matches. I'm gonna do this normally. You know, I do this to Lombard, and then Lombard's just gonna decimate me. I send in some spearmen and some men-at-arms at him like 17 minutes in, and he's just... But look at this damage I've done. This is a carnage. Sure, I'm gonna lose these guys, but wow, these things have already paid for themselves. Like, oh, look how low this one person is. Oh, I have you now, son. You cosplayed as a siege onager? It'd be pretty fun, yeah, if we go to Phantom and I see a bunch of people dressed up as like siege weapons from Aoe2. When you go to a convention. Alright, yeah, so as weird as that was completely a success. Hey, Pictish Gamer. Long time no see in the stream. How you doing? ELO doesn't stand for anything, actually, Stalin. It's actually named after the guy who came up with the rating system, whose last name was ELO. You can go look him up. I forget his first name because I'm a terrible person, but, you know, I should probably advance. You know, enough with this, mucking around. We're going to the next stage, guys. We're gonna go upgrade fully all the way to space lasers, and we're gonna take these guys out. Consider this my how to rush like a moron tutorial. Rushing for idiots. But yeah, the Japanese, you know, they get solid hand cannoneers, infantry, and whatnot. I'm not saying that the samurai, by the way, are not worth making. The samurai are absolutely worth making. In fact, they create incredibly quickly, and the fact that their infantry attack faster in general is a really, really solid bonus. I mean, that basically means that they get, you know... They do a lot more damage. It's a bonus that you don't really feel how powerful it is initially, but the more you play as the Japanese, you realize that their bonus is pretty insane. It is really good. Alright, see ya, Davsky123. Thank you for stopping by, man. I will do a Monk Rush at some point, but I'm not going to tell you when hardstyle strategist. Why? Because I want it to be a surprise for everybody, including the enemy team. You will never know when the monks are coming, but soon. Wow, I really put that guy behind. Oh, it is good day. It is very, very good day. But yeah, no, samurai are definitely worth making. They're... You know, they don't really excel against things like Mangadai, obviously, because they just get kited to death. The samurai do, because samurai are still infantry, they're still melee. They're not particularly fast, but they do make short work of basically everything at melee range. They do a lot of damage. And they are, they create pretty quickly, so no, they're definitely a decent option. But I wouldn't make them against mass ranged units ever. I see a lot of people make that mistake where they see unique units and they're like, I'm gonna mash that samurai button. Don't do that. Do not do that. You want to make them if the enemy team has melee unique units that you can handle. Now, you know, against something like Jaguar Warriors, though, they're a lot less effective, definitely. Samurai are not a huge fan of that matchup, but, you know, or Teutonic Knights, but they do pretty darn well against other melee unique units like Woad Raiders, obviously, they just destroy. And yeah, Eagles as well. The Samurai are a very powerful unique unit. It's their fast attack speed. People will underestimate the effects of fast attack speed, but it makes a big difference. I really like to go for like a, I guess a drush on the Japanese, but like a more extended drush in which I will try and research men-at-arms while I still have my militia alive, because that's when I can really start exploiting the Japanese 25% more attack bonus. So that's a fun strategy that I like to go for, is like a drush, but I will tech into man-at-arms and try and do a little bit of damage with that. Because yeah, their men-at-arms are incredibly powerful in the feudal age, but you don't want to commit to those because it'll drastically slow down your advancement time. Alright, haven't built another TC yet by accident, right? Okay, good. Good. I gotta watch myself. Alright, Penguino. Prepare thy anus. I'm going in. It's a good feeling when I'm keeping up with everybody despite all my handicaps. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. The Japanese drush is really fun. And yeah, Samurai, I agree, definitely a good defensive unit. Like, the Teutonic Knights are also, I think, rather utilized incorrectly. They create extremely quickly, and they're really, really slow, so I like to use them to more defend my base rather than to push out. But yeah, the Teutonic Knights do create incredibly quickly. Another reason why the Teutons are a very, very strong defensive civ. I might have just said that, yeah. Oh yeah, sorry Teslano, I'm really sorry that I didn't get to tune into your stream the other day. I was gone the entire day, basically, until late in the evening, and by the time I got back home, you were not continuing streaming, so my bad if I missed out on lots of fun, but I hope it turned out well. Oh, shit. Oh god, Penguino, no, please. Sir, I really don't appreciate this. Oh, you jerk. Oh no. Hopefully he lets me get this wall off. Yes. Yes. We are safe for another day. Good job, men. And rip my eco! Aha! I get to destroy yours too, so Penguino and I have conceded that we're both going to play this game completely crippled. I'm okay with this. Oh wait, I thought I had more pikemen than that. I should have checked. No, please, not the... No, no. Not the villagers. Anything but the villagers. Is that a house emote? Do I get that from subscribing to Zero Empires? Oh my god. That's OP, guys. How about I subscribe to Zero Empires as a Twitch stream? Everybody subscribes to Zach's Twitch stream, you get the house icon. Or is that for like the Voobly stream? Like, how do I get this house icon? I need this. I need this in my life. Oh, people will be spamming that in my chat now every time I get housed, which will be every 5 minutes. Did you, like, not kill my vills, dude? I would appreciate that. Hey, how's this going? Well, it was going fine. I mean, I killed, like, a ton of vills, so I'm okay with this. Back! Back, you vile fiend! Back! How about you? Die! Die! Rip all my bills. You know, if only I had a stronger eco. But I like how I'm still one of the top scorers in this match. So you know what? We're gonna go this full match with only 1 TC, even though I just got, well, maybe we'll do this full match with 2 TCs. 2 TCs, we'll do 2. Because otherwise I think this match would be impossible for me to win, but we'll go with only 2 TCs. Which is usually the general rule, because if I go with 1 TC, I mean, I've lost so many vills to these knights, that it's important, I think, that I actually get to get a eco at some point this year. These goddamn knights. Oh, that's where all my pikemen went. I was like, did they all die? That's ridiculous. Knights aren't that OP. Yeah, Skyrim is an awesome game. Oh yeah, the house icon is from Zach's stream. Okay. I love it. Now all we need is a paint huffing icon. What do I think of Command & Conquer? I used to play that a lot. Red Alert. I used to play a lot of Command & Conquer Red Alert. I always thought it was fun, but again, I wanted a RTS game that's like Aoe2, but a little less archaic from a multiplayer standpoint. I would really like servers that don't, you know, like actual servers actually. I was gonna say servers that don't blow balls, but this game doesn't even have servers. So what I wanted was I wanted a, you know, an RTS game in which I guess it'd be like Aoe2, but it didn't lag like crazy. That would be nice. For starters, no massive FPS errors, just, you know, really, really low frame rate, people going out of sync, etc., etc., etc. So I was hoping for a, you know, an RTS game with some focus on an eco, as well, you know, in addition to military, but Command & Conquer really didn't fill that void for me, but it was fun. But I never really got into it. It was a nice distraction, though. I mean, that's how I feel about, like, StarCraft 2 and everything, is that, you know, it's a fun game and everything, but I feel like modern RTS games just don't put any emphasis on the economy. They always have it super duper dumbed down, it's very simplified, and there's just not much to it. And, you know, I think that Aoe2 has tremendous depth in both the economy and the military aspect, and I feel like that most RTS games just focus on the military. And I mean, yeah, that's a way of making the learning curve easier, which is, I think, why they do it, but you know, I think that Aoe2 is so rewarding because not only do they allow you to do whatever you want, they give you like a ridiculous amount of freedom in the strategies they allow you to, but everything is just so interesting. There's just so much variety in it, I guess. Yeah, you know, with the random maps and everything, the sheer variety of civilizations that other games just don't offer, so. That in this game is actually really well balanced when you think about it. I mean, yeah, we've got things like the Huns and the Vikings on water, but I mean, it's pretty well balanced when you think about it. The game holds up pretty well. Yeah, like the Huns are really OP on Arabia, but not on all maps though. That's the thing. Is like on Black Forest, civs tend to be a lot more. I guess they tend to even out. Every civ is a strength and weakness, I guess. The Huns' weaknesses don't tend to be realized as often, but they do have them. It's not that I have the nostalgia goggles on when I talk about this game. I really do believe that, objectively speaking, this game has a very, very in-depth economic and military aspect. They don't really trade anything when they add all this depth in. That's what's nice. It would be nice if I wasn't getting raided 24/7. Damn you, Penguino. Alright, Yellow, real talk, man. You need, like, way more builds. I just need to cover my base in castles so this madness can stop. I'm so done with this raiding. Well, I finally have enough pikemen that this really isn't an issue, but yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. Zero Empire is talking about the other aspect of this is why modern RTS games don't talk. They don't use the eco aspect as a big focus of the game. They try to focus more on the military aspect, and this is because, yes, it is much more enjoyable to watch for people. That's another way to look at it. Because, yeah, I mean, the first, you know, 10 minutes of every Aoe2 game is basically exactly the same. It is, you know, and it's not really good as a spectator sport for the, you know, the early game to be really, really slow, and, you know, nothing happens in the Dark Age, whereas in, you know, in StarCraft, like, there's stuff happening from minute 1. Not minute 1, but, like, the first few minutes. Modern RTS games just tend to be much, much, much faster, and while Aoe2 is really fun to play, it's a lot less fun to watch because the early game is so slow, and that's why all, you know, the major Aoe2 commentators tend to fast-forward through the early game a little bit. And they don't try and talk through all of it, because, yeah, there really isn't too much to talk about during it. There's not a lot going on. You know, I personally like it, but I think, you know, they could they could still keep the eco aspect of the game strong without having something as boring as, I guess, the Dark Age can be. It's possible. It's possible. Alright, Penguino, I'm coming for you. Who knows? Maybe someday they'll make like an Aoe game with you know, like a game in a similar style, but with a much faster Dark Age. Yeah, the Feudal Age is fun. Basically, if this game started in the Feudal Age, then I think it would be like a flawless game. Because, yeah, I think it's possible to keep the eco aspect of the eco management aspect really, really interesting without having the game start this slow. I think it's mostly because, like, villagers in Aoe2 really don't do anything early game. Wow, this looks like a really imbalanced match. I think we're gonna win this pretty easily, so, I'm not going to do too much in the attacking realm of things. I'll provide moral support and answer all of your questions, so we'll sort of consider this a live Q&A, so ask me anything. I agree, Zach. I think that'd be nice. Aoe2 is really close to being, like, honestly, in my opinion, like a perfect game. It's just, the Dark Age is a little bit slow from a spectator support standpoint. It's pretty slow. But it, yeah, definitely could be fixed without doing any severe changes. Hunting dogs would be nice. I think the only problem with hunting dogs was that, like, it's pretty ridiculous with the Mongols, but you can just not give it to the Mongols. Pretty easy, yeah. Who knows, who knows? Yeah, if anybody has any questions or they just want to ask me about anything, by all means, you know, throw them at me, because, I mean, during this particular match, if I do too much, then, I'm going to destroy everybody's dreams. And I don't want to do that. Your farms are mine, and I'm taking your llama too. We go like Mass Samurai. Okay, my question is why they gave this technology, Yusama, to the Japanese. That makes no sense to me. Just like burning oil to the Persians, I never really got that. For the most part, though, all the new unique technologies are really, really well done. I just don't get a small handful of them. A small handful of them make no sense to me whatsoever. You know what? I'm gonna go Mass Monks. That'll be a good way for me to even this out. Alright, I made an executive decision, guys. We're going Mass Monks because it's the only way to make this match less silly. You know what? I'm actually gonna pull back this army as well. Let Gray take care of this. It looks like Gray is more than in a commanding position, so this army never happened. Sorry, Penguino. Didn't mean to take up your time over there. I'll go Mass Monks now. Teach me how to farm simulator properly. Lots of bills. Yeah, Mongols could have a reduced bonus, definitely. I mean... Oh, okay, that makes sense, Alarin. I just don't want to destroy these guys. That's the thing, is like, if you look at the scores right now, poor old Fudge the Giraffe here just has such a weak eco. You know, he's got quite a good number of TCs, but it looks like Pete, you know, Pete's been, you know, he's been working out, guys. He's been going to the gym, and he's pretty buff right now. He's got a really, really solid economy. So nobody wants to fight that. It looks like the enemy team just has relatively weak ecos. I mean, there's not a big difference between these guys, I guess, than the normal people that we're used to watching on stream. It's just that these guys are slower. They know what they're supposed to be doing, it's just it takes them a lot longer to get that thing rolling, you know? So they're just slower, that's all. They're slower to build up. Like, Fudge the Giraffe knows that he needs to make lots of TCs, he's just had some idle time. This is just the kind of stuff that, you know, that... It comes with practice. So we'll get some monks out here. All these poor guys, they don't even... My teammates don't even need me. That's why I'm here for the moral support, the monk support, if you will. It's the only type of support. Okay. This seems like a good tech. Illumination is pretty legit. Theocracy is absolutely required. And I don't need anything else. Oh, atonement might be nice. Alright, monks are tea? Alright, let's do this. Whoa. I don't have any gold. What a struggle! When I was advanced in the Imperial Age. Okay, I have no gold income at all. We need a lot of bills for this. Monks are too expensive. How will I ever mass monks with prices like these? Thanks, Obama. Monastery's kind of in the way. Too much food. Sell it. Whoa. I'm going to absolutely tank the market eco. Alright, we need more vills, men, for more monks. Watch me lose this game because I'm going to be making just monks. Yeah, like basically monks and siege weapons. These can be my ones. You guys can be my twos. What the hell is that guy doing? I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know what these villagers are doing. Besides the paint huffing, I mean, good lord. Get it together, men! Oh, these monks are slow, too. Alright, convert me this vill. I demand sacrifices. Whoa. Whoa. One down. Quick, men! Let us build a forward palisade wall. Are those enemy dudes? Those are. And now we shall build a house. Oh, those are allied stuff. Boy, you're killing all my guys that I want. I need these guys. Yo, give me this bill. I don't have population for Whoa. Stab him! Get him, Billy! We're gonna proxy this mill on him, I think. And with these vills, we're gonna also proxy university. I like this idea. I'm just gonna fill his base with useless buildings. You will never build this castle! It is mine! And now I'm converting your mill, siege workshop, and your lumber camp. You are under my control now. Alright. What are the damage gonna do over here? Whoa. Does fervor work properly now? Yeah, it does in the Forgotten Empires expansion. That Sunday was Pokemon Day, why Aoe now? So I had a lot of work I had to do on Friday, but again, I post all these updates on my Facebook page, so if you want to keep up to date with what I'm recording when, I'll be posting all that on Facebook, and I have the schedule always below the live stream too, but you know, sometimes I have to mix it up a little bit to fit with my class schedule. Did I just lose did I lose those monks? What? But I got the university episodes. Oh, because he got the castle up. Alright, I got the forward university, and we're gonna research chemistry on him. Yo, get him! Give him a taste of his own medicine. Did I convert this mill? I did. I didn't convert this siege workshop though. You gotta let me convert that dude. Whoa. No! You're killing my dudes! I need these vills, dude. I demand sacrifices. I need to convert this lumber camp. That's very important. Convert as much of his town as I can before they blow it up. Whoa. Oh, look at this healing. Ah, it's OP, the sustain. So this is my Japanese Civ overview / Mass Monks game. I demand sacrifices. Let's see, build another castle for fun. Needs more monks.
No.
Ooh, that's a lot of idles. Am I gonna kill it night first? Aw, you're mine. Oh, this is good day. This is good day. Push! Push like pregnant one. Push! Any more houses, though? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've also seen a game where the mass mercenaries were like that. I do believe I've seen one. I should go mass missionaries at some point. It's fun. I actually won a Black Forest game with only missionaries. But, you know, it's tough. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. Why do I have no wood? Struggle. See, what about my other TC? I don't even know where this one spawned in bills, but come on, wood over there. Oh, I demand sacrifices. Give me this bill. Oh, this lumber camp is so mine. Oh, don't even get me started. This is all my base now. Just get this forward university. Look at that lag. I told him to build a university, and she's just like, nope. Started. Thank you. This is very crucial. Very, very crucial. We must get this university up, man. We must. Oh, come on, let me get this. Yes, good. We must forward this university. That's what all the pros are doing. Let me drop a mill on him. Okay, they're signing. Let's see. GG, well played. Well played, guys. This was a fun match. Not particularly close from a team perspective, but we'll roll with it. Fortunately, it's really hard to judge the skill level of these players based on their ratings. I think Pete's definitely good enough for the experienced player matches, definitely. I gotta say. Alright, cool. Cool, we gotta go for Mass Monks at some point. I know you guys have been asking for that, so we gotta finally do it. GG, well played. Yeah, they resigned the moment that they saw the university that could not be stopped. The moment that they realized that they could not stop that forward university, they realized they had no hope at all, and they had no choice but to resign. That's usually how most pro players win tournaments, is they drop a university on the opponent, and then it's just over. GG, everybody. 31 units converted. I don't do anything in this game. Well, except my initial rush, though, actually did a lot of damage. I was surprised. 0 trade profit. Legit. Ooh, solid eco Pete, man. That's what I'm talking about. Nicely done, man. Aztecs played really well, too. These two guys are probably good enough for the experienced player matches, especially Pete, I think. Besides the speed of building up, I mean, these guys are good, so I feel it. Alright, well, GG well played, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed watching this match. If you did, don't forget to leave me a like rating, as well as check out the rest of the stuff on my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, I've got a Facebook page, Twitter page, Twitch TV page. I live stream regularly. Links to all of those are in the video description or on the screen, so do check those out. If you like this video, you'll probably like the rest of the stuff on my YouTube channel, so give it a look. I've got plenty of other Aoe2 videos as well as videos for other games, so you might like them. So anyway, thank you so much for the support as always, guys. You're all awesome, and I really love reading your comments and the chat and everything, so I really appreciate it. So thank you so much for tuning into today's live stream, of course, and I'll be back in a few minutes to close off the stream for today. But again, thank you so much for the support, and I will be back in a few minutes to close off the live stream. So I'll see you all shortly. Hope you all got to enjoy the masked monks and a little bit of the Japanese overview and whatnot.